Hi, my name's Dave Wakerley from Hillsong Kids, and today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the Hillsong Kids BiG curriculum Faith, Hope and Love. The DVD you see before you is the Faith disc from the series for primary or elementary age kids. The first thing you want to do before any kids turn up, before the service is on, is click here on the Setup Disc menu. This will bring you to a screen where you have three options. Included in every curriculum from Hillsong Kids is a worship set. There are 4 songs on this disc that help you lead your kids in praise and worship. And this menu just allows you to choose what kind of audio you would like to play behind that praise and worship. Either the full mix, which includes singers and backing vocalists, the backing track, which is just simply the instrumental version of the tracks, or click with backing, which is an advanced setup if you have in-ears and fancy equipment. Today we're going to just be going with the backing track. That will bring you back to the main menu. At the bottom here, there's a little menu called Instructions. This is just simply a reference guide. This includes the icons that are on each BiG idea menu and what they do. A bit of a reference guide if you need it. Faith, Hope and Love is a 9-session or 9-week curriculum. On this DVD, we have the first 3 sessions. So today we're going to be demonstrating BiG idea number 2, week number 2, Fair, Get Out of Here. Okay, so you have arrived at the weekend. The kids are about to come in. Maybe you've got some free play time set up in the room. You've got this menu right up the front of your room, either on a flat screen television or a projector or even a laptop. Whatever you can, you just leave this up on the screen for the entire session, the entire service, the entire lesson. Down the bottom here, you can see here are all the icons that I mentioned before. Every single icon does something different. If you've used a BiG curriculum in the past, these have changed. There are now some new segments, and so hopefully there'll be some things here that really help engage your kids at a greater level. The very first segment here is our little clock, which is our countdown. Now we have designed a brand new countdown for Faith, Hope and Love. Very exciting. This is a way to generate excitement. It's a way for your kids to get an audio cue that the service is about to start. You'll notice when we return to the menu, the next segment selected here is the notes, which is the next segment in our program. Of course, you can select anything at any time and do it in order that works with you in your ministry. This is a simple, what we call the silly song, the theme song for the whole 3-week session. We're talking about faith, and this is a song about faith.
In every single way, whether sitting in a chair or in a taxi, we hope the chair won't break
And the driver stays awake.
and that pimple cream will get rid of my acne.
'Cause if I can... It's a bit of a fun song that the kids will get used to singing and get involved in, and start off their day with a bit of a smile and hopefully enjoying themselves already at church. The next icon selected here is our arrows, which is our praise and worship segments. Clicking on this icon will bring up a set of 4 praise and worship songs that you can sing with your kids. You have a little bit of control over these. You can either skip across songs or perhaps pause between them if you want to talk to the kids, encourage them to worship. Let's have a look. Generally speaking, in our praise and worship sets, is the first 2 songs are very much a praise song, and then the last 2 songs are more of a worshipful, reflective songs. Here, the first song is Let Your Light Shine, a bit of a fun song to get your kids singing about faith. As you'll notice here, I selected the backing track version, so we won't hear anybody singing the lead vocal. All we hear is the backing tracks. The second song in this set is a brand new song from Hillsong Kids. This has never been on any resource we've released so far. So the only place to get it at the moment is with this curriculum. And I really hope you enjoy these new songs from Hillsong Kids. Next song here is a Trust and Obey. Again, this is where the worship, more reflective songs are coming in. So to skip each song, all I'm doing there is pushing next or the skip button on the DVD remote. And this is another brand new song from Hillsong Kids, You Know Me, and I hope this will bless your kids especially. After our praise and worship time, the DVD menu returns to our main theme screen and brings up this little fella right here. This guy is our BiG message, the main component of our BiG curriculum DVD. This is the storyline of the curriculum, portion of the curriculum which engages the kids with the theme and with the teaching.
Yeah, what causes it, and what are you afraid of?
You might be very surprised by what frightens people. No matter how tough they look, there might just be a strange fear that makes them go weak at the knees.
This little television right here is the BiG story segment. I'm very excited about this segment. Every single week we get about a 3-minute retelling of a Bible story, but in a slightly different way that you may have seen on curriculums before. Every week your kids are going to watch an artist creating some kind of an artwork, whether it be abstract or more concrete, of the story from the Bible that we are talking about for that day. This is a very powerful segment, and I've seen kids become completely engrossed watching an artist at work.
They were already amazed at this man, but here comes a moment they would never forget. Now Jesus...
This little guy is our microphone, our BiG message live segment. Of course, we encourage you to preach or speak to your kids, but this is here as a backup or perhaps as a way to supplement the preaching that you're going to be doing.
When I was a lot younger, my holidays were a real adventure. My dad had a pilot's license and we would fly planes all over Australia. One day, when we were in the plane,
so one of our team will do a short preaching message for the kids to really help them connect with the Bible and with the theme.
My door flew open. It was so loud and the wind was gushing in.
This tick here is the BiG quiz. This is a fun video game style segment which helps the kids review what we've been talking about.
The BiG quiz.
Now what I suggest you do is get your kids to, as a group, lean to the left, the middle or the right, depending on the answer they think is correct. So what you want to do is you want to tell your kids, what does Peter walk on? Jello, water or lava? Now obviously he walked on water, so you're going to be getting your kids to sit up straight. All of our 3 contestants here have done that. Everybody got it right, well done. Our next question here is fill in the word. Do not be something, says Jesus. Do not be alarmed, do not be weird, or do not be afraid. Well, you can get the kids to lean in the direction they think is the correct answer. In this case, it's going to be afraid, but Funny Man Dan here has decided to lean towards do not be alarmed and is out of the race. So, this is a great way to see if the kids can make it all the way through to the end of the course, to the end of the railway track, and see if they can get all the correct answers. It's really fun seeing all the kids lean at one time. Even though it doesn't really affect the outcome on the screen, it's a great way to engage them. Next, we have our BiG word or memory verse song. This song is just a great way for kids to memorize scripture, and they'll enjoy singing along to this.
Romans 5 verse 1 and 2. Since we have been justified through faith.
Okay, the last 2 segments here function a little bit differently than the previous segments. Every other segment at the end of the video will then come back to this menu, and the next icon in the program will be selected. On these 2 icons here function as a loop. So the lightning here is like a game loop for when you want some atmosphere to play some upfront games, have a bit of fun with the kids, and the flower here is like a ministry time. So if you want to do some ministry, pray for the kids, minister to them, you can hit play on that icon. Now these will loop continuously until you click menu on your DVD remote. So they're about 7-8 minutes long, but let's say your game goes longer than that, well, the music keeps going, and it'll keep going till the end of time or until you push menu. And lastly, a little home key, a house key will take you back to the main menu where you can choose a different week of curriculum. Look, I pray that this has been helpful in getting you to understand exactly how our DVDs are put together, and I pray that wherever you are in the world and whatever kids you have to lead, that this will be a blessing and help them grow in the grace and knowledge of Jesus Christ.